Are live from Chicken and Beer. We're live from Chicken and Beer. How's everybody doing today? I guess we're gonna go like this today. San Miguel Pilsen is the beer review. Mimi just delivered my beer. Happy, what should I say? Tropical Storm Basang. How are y'all doing today? We are live, right? I'm going to check out to see if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh yeah, you can. I think you can. Hello, we are doing a beer review.
So good. Energetic, 50% more cereals.
How are y'all doing today? I'm just verifying if you can hear me. Oh, I can see myself. Thanks for joining the live stream. We're going to do a beer review. San Miguel Light. How are y'all doing? You can hear me. How are y'all doing? You can hear me. Yeah, you can hear me. Thanks for joining the live. My name is Tim. I don't have a phone holder today. Let me know in the comments below. We are going to do a San Miguel Light beer review today. Why? Because I have nothing better to do today. Thanks for joining. Leave a comment below. We're going to see what kind of head this San Miguel... Look at how they put this on. Interesting. It's always good to try it right out of the bottle first. San Miguel Pilsen. This is a Pilsen, San Miguel Pilsen beer. We're gonna give it a, see what it looks like, what kind of head we got. There's your head for you. Not bad for clear as a bell. Look at the coloring on that. How nice is that? Yummy. San Miguel makes a very good beer, by the way. Very, very good beer. Thanks for joining the live. Leave a comment below. It is Tropical Storm Basang, kind of a day. Hopefully, thoughts and prayers go out to those affected, especially in Mindanao. Northern Mindanao will be affected by the storm. Stay safe. Everyone, it's lightly raining outside. How is everyone doing? Thanks for joining in the live stream. Let me know if you have a comment below. Service here at the Chicken and Beer is awesome. Mimi was Johnny on the spot. Served my beer in a hurry. We're doing a San Miguel Pilsen review. And so far, it's tasting really good. It's probably going to get a very good review. So what's on your mind, everyone? When are you coming to the Philippines? Cheers. Happy Friday, everyone. If you are in any affected area of the tropical storm, be safe. Take care. There is a tropical storm in the area. My name is Tim. What's the topic? I just made a video. What do I do when I'm bored? And I forgot to do a live stream on YouTube. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you giving me a thumbs up to my live stream. I should give myself a thumbs up, by the way. My name is Tim. How are y'all doing? If you have any questions or comments, now is the time to ask. I do appreciate it. It is Friday. It's Tropical Storm Friday. Be safe, everyone. The rain just picked up. It is lunchtime-ish. I just made a video. I'm glad I made the video because it wasn't really raining when I made the video. And now it's raining pretty hard. Here, let's check this out. You want to see how hard it's raining? You can see the rain right there. That is the Poisitano building, by the way. It is raining. We are trying to set the camera up so it's somewhat reasonable. Cheers, everyone. Stay safe. Let me know where you're watching from. I would appreciate it. Toward the end of the live stream, I am going to review the San Miguel Pilsen. 120 pesos for a bottle of San Miguel Pilsen here at Chicken and Beer. I do recommend Chicken and Beer, by the way. It's an awesome place to hang out. Somebody was asking me, where's a good place to hang out? Chicken and Beer is a good place to hang out, just so you know. And this is the drink menu. And I did make a photo of the drink menu. It is 120 pesos. Tap your screen for likes. Share the live stream with your friends and enemies. I would appreciate it. It's a tropical storm kind of day. Stay safe, everyone. It is a smooth flavor. It is smooth. It does. It's an easy drinking kind of a beer. It's going to get a good review. So for those people in the West that felt you're going to miss good beer, the Philippines has really good beer. Still a lot of tourists here on Newtown Boulevard, by the way. So let's talk about the tropical storm. It is making landfall near Siargao del Norte. It's making landfall near Siargao del Norte, and then it's going to pass over the southern end of Cebu Island. That's where it is. And then it's going to head over Bohol, and then southern end of Cebu Island, and then just north of Palawan as it heads out of the area. We are under windstorm number 2 warning here in Cebu. But in the northern portions of Cebu Island, it's a wind signal number 1. Thanks for the thumbs up on the live stream, by the way. I don't know. It's kind of rainy and wet. It's kind of rainy and wet here. I'm starting to get a sore throat too, by the way. Getting a sore throat. I might be getting sick. Knock on wood, it's first time in 6 months maybe. I used to get sick all the time. Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Tim. I am broadcasting live from tropical wind storm warning number 2 here in Lapu-Lapu and Mactan, Newtown. I am doing a beer review in the middle of a tropical storm. Thoughts and prayers are out to those affected, especially in Mindanao, northern part of Mindanao. Lots of flooding. Be careful, be safe. head for higher ground. It is raining here. It just started raining. So be careful, everyone. It is not good weather. I think by tomorrow the tropical storm should be blowing out of here, moving northwesterly from here. Leave a comment below if you have any comments. But this goes in line with the theme. I just made a video. What do I do when I'm bored? So the live stream is part of that. So I just made the video. Before it started raining, by the way. What else do you want to talk about? Tropical storms. That's too depressing. So when you buy a condo or rent a condo here, some of the maintenance, let's talk about condo maintenance. So when you lease a condo, a long-term lease here at Mactan Newtown, typically the owner's gonna expect a few things from you. And one of the things they're gonna expect from you is that you clean the air conditioning units. And a lot of times they will have conditions in your lease agreement that you clean the air conditioning units on a certain frequency of time, every 3 months, every 4 months. I think my condo unit was every 4 months. I need to clean the air conditioning units. And generally speaking, the owner or your leasing agent can refer you to people who will clean your air conditioning units, and it will range from 1,000 pesos up to 2,000 pesos every time they clean it. I have 2 units, and I think the last time they came in and cleaned it was 2,000 pesos to clean 2 units. And it does get filthy. They come into the condo unit and they wrap the mini split aircon. I have mini split aircons. They wrap it in plastic and they actually power wash it, and all the black dirt and gunk goes into the bag, and then they clean their mess up. Usually it's not too messy, but they actually will clean it up, and then your aircon units will run more efficient. It'll cool better, because I had a lot of people ask me, my aircon units aren't cooling my condo unit very well. And then I asked them, how long has it been since you had it cleaned? And they said, well, I didn't know I had to have it cleaned. So some owners will require you clean it, some won't. Some leasing companies will require it, some won't. But if you ever have a condo unit that you lease here that has a mini split aircon and it's not cooling your unit like you think it should, have it cleaned. Have it essentially power washed. It's going to cost you 1,000 or 2,000 pesos, but it's going to help your aircon. It's going to help your electric bill as well. We are going to give a full beer review on the San Miguel Pilsen. There's still a lot of tourists here, by the way. Lots of tourists. Newtown Boulevard. If you have any comments, leave it in the chat box below. Otherwise, I'll just keep on rambling. So clean your mini split aircon units. If you find that they're not working well, have them cleaned. It's going to be well worth 1,000 or 2,000 pesos to clean it. And some owners might require you to clean it anyway. And they will require proof. And a lot of times the owners require proof. And it's nothing more than you take a picture of them cleaning the unit and you send it to the owner or your leasing company. Some will require a receipt, but sometimes the cleaning people won't give you a receipt. So everything is very informal. That's one thing you got to learn about the Philippines when you call some of these people, and most of these people are doing this type of cleaning as a side job, a side hustle. They probably aren't going to write a receipt. The last person I had come into my condo unit who cleaned my aircon, I just wrote something on a notepad, and then I had him sign it. I took a picture of him. So it's going to be informal. So be aware of that. It's not like you're in the West, where you're going to have a cleaning company. They're going to overcharge you. They're going to have nice, pretty letterhead, their company name, their logo. You're not going to find that here. You're going to find some guy walking on Newtown Boulevard who does it as a side hustle. And then if your owner requires a receipt, you just write something on a piece of paper, have them sign it, take a picture of them cleaning the unit. Usually it's going to be satisfactory. People are... I don't know what's going on here. So get used to some informalities when it comes to services. Everything is kind of written on the back of a bar napkin type of thing. But take pictures. Pictures are a big thing. Even when I pay my gym membership at the NAS gym, it's 2,500 pesos. The manager of the gym will take my money and she'll hold it up and then she'll take a picture of it. And I'm not sure who she sends it to, but that's their proof of payment, is they take a picture. Kind of unique. It's a unique way to do things, but it's informal. So it's like back to the basics here. Very nice beer so far. San Miguel Pilsen is their beer review of the day. Happy Friday. It's Tropical Storm Basang Friday. Be safe. Thoughts and prayers out to those in the affected areas. Mindanao. Iligan City is flooded as we speak. Thoughts and prayers to those in the Iligan City area, which is a little bit west of Cagayan de Oro, Mindanao. Lots of flooding down there. Head for higher ground if you live in that area. Be safe. You can see the wind blowing right there in that tree. So one of the things you're going to have to do if you're a long-term stay lease condo is you're going to have to most likely clean your mini split aircon units. And clean it based on the terms of the contract. If it's not in the contract, I would say clean it once every 6 months. Unless you have poor efficiency out of your aircon unit, you might want to clean it sooner. Well, hello, who is this? Mark. I'm here in Oz. Wifey's from Iligan Family Home is flooded. We spent a week in Newtown in mid-January. Loved it there. Also spent time in Cebu City for Sinulog. Geez, maybe last time to Sinulog. Did you like Newtown? Mactan Newtown? Well, welcome to the live stream, by the way, Mark. Yeah, Iligan City is flooded as we speak. I saw some YouTube videos. It's bad down there. It's very localized rain here. We didn't get much rain here in Mactan Newtown. We didn't get much over yesterday and today. Not much. But down in northern Mindanao, they got a lot of rain. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. I was doing a video off my balcony before, this morning, and they were working on the Positano building on the 16th floor under tropical wind storm number 2 warnings, which is what we're under right now, by the way. Tropical wind number 2 here in Lapu-Lapu. So it could get worse here. Thanks for joining. My name is Tim. We are riding out the storm here on Newtown Boulevard. And thoughts and prayers are out to those affected by the storm. There will be more people affected by the storm. And by the way, we are not in typhoon season, by the way. We are thinking of buying a condo. They're not new though. 6 million budget. Yeah, you can get a lot of condos here for 6 million. In fact, I was offered last time I was here, like back in January of last year, about a year ago, I was offered I think they call them turn back units, where somebody commits to buying the unit, they make payments for several years, and then they decide to stop making payments, and then they turn the unit back to the developer, and then the developer will try to sell it. You can get those units for reasonably inexpensive. I think somebody offered me a 1-bedroom unit for 4.5 million pesos, or was it a studio unit for 4.5 million pesos as a turn-back unit. So they are lightly lived in. People make the payments, and after a time they stop making payments, and then they will sell that unit. I forgot what they call it. Turn-back unit, turnover unit, something like that. And you can get good deals. And you can find those deals on Facebook Marketplace too. Keep looking at Facebook Marketplace. Do searches, condos for sale, Facebook Marketplace. And you will see in the description of the condo, if it's a turnover, turn-back unit, essentially the owner couldn't make payments. And you can get good deals on those units. I was thinking about buying I think it was a studio or 1-bedroom unit last year in One Pacific for 4.5 million pesos. Yeah, check it out, Mark. If you want a good deal, you're going to have to put the work in to find it. You're going to have to put work in, and the work is going to be on Facebook Marketplace. Look every day. Look for condo units, turn-back units. And that's what I would do. If I would be buying a unit, most likely that's what I would do, is I would wait to get a good deal on a turnover unit, return to developer unit. I forgot what they call it. There's a certain phrase they use. And you can get a good deal on them. So let's talk about condos. So the association fees, you have to pay a monthly association fee. And those association fees vary from building to building, and they do change them from time to time. I think the last time I did a condo tour video, they told me that the association fees were, I think, 120 or 130 pesos per square foot. So it's based on the size of your unit. So a good benchmark is to say it's about 130 pesos per square foot, and you calculate it out, and that's what your association fee will be. And I just did a condo tour video over at Amissa Residences last week. Their association fees were, I think it was 90 pesos per square foot. And here at Mactan Newtown, they're in the 120, 130, maybe 135 pesos. Yeah, that's monthly. Well, it's monthly. So figure around 130 pesos per square foot per month, and then you can convert it to whatever currency you want. US dollar, British pound, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. So start off with about 130 pesos per square foot. Find out the square footage, do the math. A Missa Residences was only 90 pesos per square foot. And most of the condos will include the balcony in the square footage. So ask about the balcony. Is the balcony square footage included in the association, in the calculation of the association dues? I thought I did some condo tours where it was not at some other property. And then I'm pretty sure here at Mactan Newtown, the balcony square footage is included in the association fee calculation. So that's one of the things you should ask. What's the square footage? Is the square footage of the balcony included in the association fee calculation? Yeah, it's monthly. But Facebook Marketplace is going to be your best spot to find leased condos, condos to buy, turnover condos. Just go to the Facebook Marketplace and do a search. Condos for sale, Mactan Newtown, something along those lines. Condos for lease, Mactan Newtown, and you'll get a whole bunch popping up on Facebook Marketplace. You should get a lot of them. At least I did when I was searching about a year ago. And then look every day, because that changes every day. Hello, my name is Tim. I'm here on Mactan Newtown Boulevard, riding out Tropical Storm Basang. We are under a tropical windstorm number 2 warning in Lapu-Lapu. Leave a comment below. Thoughts and prayers out to those affected by the tropical storm, especially those in northern Mindanao. Lots of flooding in northern Mindanao. And I will do a review of this beer at the end of the live stream. Full beer review coming. Oh my God, I'm getting wet now. I'm retiring in December. Our daughter graduates this year. April 27th. April 27th, I'll be here. I'll be here April 27th. If you see me on the street with my camera, this camera right here, by the way, just stop by and say hello. Oh, 2027. No, I don't know. I'm not sure where I'll be in 2027. 2027? Who plans that far ahead? 2026? Whoa, we are doing a tropical storm live stream. Are you in America? What state in America are you in, Mark? You plan 27. I guess I did too. Actually, I really didn't. I really didn't plan my retirement. I just went into work one day. Oh, you're in Sydney, Australia. I just went into work one day and said, I had enough. The only plan I had was, I had a range of time in my head. I said, I want to retire somewhere between the age of 59 and a half and 62 years old. So I had a 2.5-year window. That was the only plan I had. That's as far as I planned. And then one day when I was about 60 and a half years old, I said, I don't want to work anymore, and I just quit. And here I am. I worked until I couldn't stand it anymore, and then I just quit. But I did plan on retiring between 59 and a half and 62 years old. You're going to retire at 63? That's a good age. Don't wait too long because your health will be crappy and stuff. I think a lot of people retire too late. They retire and their health is poor, they can't walk. And that's what I didn't want to do. I wanted to retire young enough that I was still reasonably healthy. And that's the reason I had the time window of 59 and a half to 62, because I felt that I'd be reasonably healthy during that time. And I decided to work until I just didn't want to anymore. So that's what I did. Private school, yeah, I didn't have to worry about kids. So you have to plan when you have kids, that's for sure. I didn't have kids, I didn't have a dog, I didn't have a cat. So I didn't need to plan. But when you have children, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Thanks for joining my live stream. My name is Tim. I don't know why I have this. These mozzarella cheese sticks look really good though. I'm just gonna leave it here. It's just gonna be easier that way. Sydney, Australia. So back to the what do you need to do when you buy a condo or lease long-term condo here? You need to clean your air conditioning units at least once every 6 months. You also need to clean the grease trap in your kitchen sink. Red Horse, yeah, I did a Red Horse review video last time, 2 times ago on my live stream. About 2 weeks ago, I did a review on San Miguel Red Horse. I thought Red Horse was going to be a red lager, but it's not. It's a golden lager. It surprised me. I thought it was going to be like a Samuel Adams, a red lager, but it's not. So I was surprised. But it was a very good, I gave it a very good review. It was good beer. San Miguel makes good beer. Lots of people walking around on Newtown Boulevard today. Yeah, I'm going to do a full review on this beer here. It's a San Miguel Pilsen. That is the beer I'm going to be reviewing at the end of the live stream. What time is it? 33 minutes? What is it? 33 minutes? 33 minutes. So we're going to review this beer. Review a beer during a tropical storm. People are looking at me, wondering why I'm talking to myself. Thanks for joining my live. I appreciate it. So you're going to need to clean the grease trap of your kitchen sink. It's a very unique drainage system that they have in these condos here. They have a big stainless box. They're all nice. Well, not all of them. Some of them aren't as... I've already had some beer that I don't like. Like Heineken, for instance. I do not like Heineken beer. Even if it's cold, I don't like it. Do not like Heineken beer. Not at all. That could be as cold as possible. Uh-oh, I think we got the tropical storm number 2 wind warning coming in. The wind has picked up. I hate Heineken. I'll just go on record and say it. Heineken's horrible. I think the storm's going to intensify as the afternoon goes on. This beer is good though, I'll give you that. I wonder if it's against the rules to do a live stream drinking beer. I know on TikTok it is. On TikTok you cannot go live. So look at the head. This is a Pilsen and it's got a decent head. San Miguel. San Miguel makes a pretty good beer. Look at how clear it is. Crystal clear. Check it out. They make good beer here. The other beer I like is the Turning Wheels Brewing Company. People are going to think I'm a wino because all I do is live streams and do beer reviews. But this is the only time I ever do a live stream. Or this is the only time I drink beer, actually. They think I'm a wino? But this is the only time I ever drink beer right here is on a live stream. I won't drink another beer until I do another live stream. It's just something to do. Oh my God. Sounds like all hell's breaking loose on the Positano building. Here, let's check this out. I don't know what's going on over there in the Positano, but there is crashing and stuff going on over there. It's raining. We have a tropical storm today. Tropical wind storm number 2 warnings going on here today. People are looking at me strange because I'm talking to myself. Thanks for joining. My name is Tim. What the hell is it? $120 for a bottle. The good news is that sales agents are still trying to sell condos during the tropical storm. So what's your building, Mark? Which building do you like better? Do you like 8 Newtown, 1 Pacific, 1 Manchester? Where are you going to buy into, Mark? Oh, they are jackhammering the new courtyard / park over by the museum building. That's what's going on. That's what you hear is the jackhammering. Thanks for joining. My name is Tim. One bedroom for $5.5 million in 1 Pacific. That ain't bad. You probably can get it for lower than that. What floor is it on? What floor? I actually like higher floors. I like anything higher than floor 10. 10 and above is what I like. I prefer 11th? 11th floor? That's not bad. 11th is kind of good. I'm not big on having a condo unit. Well, 18th floor, that's on the top floor, I think, right? 18th floor is the top floor? Because it's an 18-story building. If it's the 18th floor, if it's the top floor, if you're really serious about buying, I would look at it. I think the 18th floor is the best. Hello, how are you? I think living on the top floor is the best, in my opinion, because you don't have to worry about people on the floor above you making noise. Partial sea view. Yeah, it's the other. Yeah, One Pacific. I don't think One Pacific has the best sea views. I think your best sea views are actually at 8 Newtown. That's going to be your best sea view. I think is at 8 Newtown. One Pacific, it's hit and miss. There's a low-flying airplane. Look at that. Holy crap. Flying right into the clouds. Taking off from Cebu International. Yeah. Yeah, your best sea views are going to be at 8 Newtown. Believe it or not. And I'll be honest with you. The direction of your condo unit matters a lot. It's going to matter in terms of your electricity bill. Yeah, I know. I get it. Because if you have a condo with a balcony that faces west, that sun's going to come into that condo all day long. Your electric bills are going to be high. So be aware of the direction of your balcony, because the balconies here have floor-to-ceiling windows. They are pretty good windows. They are fairly energy efficient, but even at that, when that sun beats in there all day long, that heats up the condo unit. Your air con's constantly running. And I did a video recently showing you that electricity costs in the Philippines is not cheap. So if I'm buying a unit, I'm looking at getting a balcony facing east. Yes, east facing. You're going to save a boatload of money on electricity costs if you do east facing or north facing. You can get a north facing, you should be okay. The unit I'm in now is a north facing lanai. And you can see the condo tour, condo balcony videos I'm doing. It's a north facing lanai. I get very little sun there. And that's one of the reasons that my electricity costs are really low in my condo. I'm only spending 4,200 pesos a month to run 2 mini split air cons. That's cheap. Now, when I was in a 1-bedroom unit that had a I think it was a northwest facing lanai, my electric bills were high. So the direction is going to matter. And it really matters a lot in the Philippines because the cost per kilowatt hour is a lot higher here than in the West, at least in America. Not sure about Australia. So find an east-facing balcony and save yourself a boatload of money on electricity costs. That's my advice. Yeah. And when you have a east-facing balcony, you can sit out there all afternoon in the shade. It's going to be 100 degrees in the Philippines pretty much year-round. And you can sit out there and the sun's not going to be beating on you. You'll be comfortable. If you have a west-facing lanai, you can't sit out there. It's too hot. Yeah. Do yourself a favor. East-facing lanai. Although you won't see the sunset there, you're going to save yourself a boatload of money on electricity. Thanks for joining. My name is Tim. I'm sitting on Newtown Boulevard. I soon will give a beer review on the San Miguel Pilsen. Yeah. Because when you buy a condo, you're going to have to make the right decision. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck with your decision for a while. Because it's not easy to buy and sell condos. But if you lease a condo, you just lease one and then say, hey, I don't like the direction. And then 6 months later, you move to a different condo. I lived in 3 different condos, in 3 different buildings, 3 different angles. And I like the north-facing lanai, or the north-facing balcony, and the east-facing the best. A beer on the Art Park. Art Park. Cheers. Cheers to you too. He thought I was talking to him when I said cheers. A beer on the boulevard, yes indeed. During Tropical Storm Basang. Thoughts and prayers out to those affected. Right now, Mindanao is getting flooded. Northern Mindanao, flooding. Yeah, it's always drinking weather in the Philippines. Come on. It's always warm. Even when it's crappy weather out, it's still warm. My name is Tim. No worries, Art Park. When you come into the Philippines, 35 Celsius in Sydney, that's hot. I think it's probably maybe 27 Celsius right now because of the storm. And when the storm goes away, the sun comes out, it'll be 32 degrees Celsius. Something like that. Summer down under, yeah, it's summer. It's supposed to be summer here, they said in April. I believe they said March or April, summer starts. March, April through May is what they tell me summer is here. Yeah. When I was here in 2024 in April, it was perfect. I was here 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks in April of 2024. I saw sun, I think 13 out of the 14 days I was here. That was more like 20 days. I think 19 out of 20 days I saw sun. I loved it. April. Loved April. So I had a question. What's your question, Art? I forgot what's your question. Did you email it to me? Maybe you emailed it, Art. Or you can ask it here. You can ask it now. Let's see. So I had a... Ask the question again, or maybe I can answer, maybe I can't. Are you the guy that asked me for a leasing agent's name? Somebody asked me for a leasing agent name. Yeah, 2022. I was here in 2024, my first time. April for 2.5 weeks. Best weather. I think we only had one cloudy day in like 20 days. It was dry. All the grass was brown. It was a El Nino dry season, they called it. There was some kind of a weird weather pattern. It was so dry in April of 2024. Okay, I'm going to give a beer review before the beer is gone. This is a San Miguel Pilsen, 120 pesos for a bottle here at Chicken and Beer. Mimi was my waitress or host, whatever you call it. She was awesome. 10 out of 10 on the service. I barely sat down and she was out here taking my order. A minute later, the beer was here. I asked her for a glass. And what do you got here? Power tools, you should be able to plug a power tool in. I take my electric shaver from America and I plug it into the wall in my condo unit. My electric shaver from America plugs right in. Power tools? I think you should just plug it into the wall. So you better, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe out in the province they have the 220, but here in the condo units, you don't know if you don't know the difference between the Philippines and America, because everything inside my condo unit uses a plug, just like in America. Now out in the province, might be a different story. So I don't know. The power tools. But living at Mactan Newtown, you can't tell if you're in America or in the Philippines in terms of plugging stuff into the wall. I had the same fear when I came here in 2024, my first time. I didn't think my electric shaver would work or anything. I had a special adapter plug. I didn't need any of it. I don't know what to say. Maybe. I don't know. Like the television, I have a 40-inch LCD TV in my condo that just plugs into the wall. It looks like a normal TV to me. Normal plug. Yeah, I don't know how to answer the question. Electricity. Maybe I'll ask around. I'll ask somebody. But if you have power tools, you're either living in the province or you're going to be essentially renting like a home in a subdivision. I really don't know much about that. Yeah. That might be true. Maybe. But there was an adapter. I thought I went to the store and I bought an adapter, plug it in the wall, and then you plug your, I don't know. And I bought that adapter in America. Just Google it. Check it out. Here, I'll do it. Charlie Whiskey says it's 220. Okay, let's convert. Convert. Yeah, there's like a plug in the wall transformer right there. for 170 pesos. I don't know if that will work. It's called a step-down transformer. Shop inverter, 220 to 110, Amazon. Check this out. Go to Amazon. I don't know, maybe this is it. That one costs about $100. Yeah, power any American appliances right here. That's $100 for that one. And that's 5,200 pesos. $2,350 pesos for the overall pick. Convert 2,000 watt adapter, US to European travel. Yeah, you got to be somewhat of an electrician to figure this shit out, I'm telling you. So again, this electricity stuff is way over my head. But to me, it seems fairly easy. Here, here's a video. I don't know. You got all kinds of options here. This is what I bought. I bought that thing in America. That you plug it in the wall. And I didn't need to use that. But I have one. I don't know if that's going to work for you. I bought that at Ace Hardware in America. I think it cost me like $20 in America. And mine looks exactly like that. Like this one right there. So I don't know if that's gonna help you out. But it could be as simple as that. You just buy one of those adapters and you plug your shit in. They call it a travel adapter. Usually shaver, toothbrush. Here's another adapter. To me, it would seem like you just buy one of those adapters, a step-down adapter from Amazon, and bring it with you. Maybe I'm too simple-minded about electricity. I have no idea. But they make them. You can even buy them off Lazada. And I buy stuff from Lazada all the time, and it takes maybe 2 weeks to have things delivered here at the condo. But to me, it looks like it's going to cost you about $50 here. It might actually be cheaper in America. I don't know. But there you have it. I think it's as simple as plugging something in the wall and then you plug your thing into that. Mine looks just like this one right there. I don't know. Did I answer your question? I'm not an electrician, but that's what I would do. .240 volt. You call Australia Oz? What? It's usually so there you have it. You're gonna have to somehow find a step down converter from 220 down to 110. I never knew they called Australia Oz. I thought you were talking about the Wizard of Oz. Ounce? Anyway, so let's do this beer review. This is a San Miguel Pilsen, 120 pesos, a chicken and beer on Newtown Boulevard. Mimi was my server. She did a great job. 10 out of 10 on the service. The beer tastes really good. It's light, it's clear. There's no chunks floating around in it. It still has some foam, some head after an hour. It's been an hour since I've been drinking this thing. You see it has some sparkles left in it. I'm going to give this beer a 9.5 out of 10. And I don't know why I'm docking it a half a point. So let's give it a 10 out of 10. It tastes really good. Pilsen beer, smooth, flavorful, aromatic. You're not going to miss Budweiser or Miller Lite or Coors Light or Bud Light when you come to the Philippines. If you drink San Miguel, you're not going to miss the big popular American beers, because this stuff here is just as good, if not better. So I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. Really? Well, this is at a restaurant too. You can probably buy this stuff down at the Metro Mart or Robinson's for cheap. I don't buy beer at the store. I only buy beer once in a blue moon when I do a beer review on my live stream. But I know that the liquor prices, when I do price them at the store, at the grocery store, liquor prices are really low here. So the drinking is still pretty cheap here. It's a good beer, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it. Yeah, Super Bowl weekend. Congratulations to Seattle and New England. I have not been keeping track, I'll be honest with you. Expertly brewed beer since 1890. A truly satisfying beer with a refined, well-balanced flavor. I will give it that. Perfectly brewed, following over a century-old tradition of brewing excellence. Bottled in Manila. 5% alcohol by volume. 5% alcohol by volume. Ingredients: water, malted barley, food starch, corn, and hops. It's a good beer. What's the alcohol content like on a Miller Lite? Yeah, absolutely. I love Super Bowl weekend. I would always make chicken wings. That was my thing in America when I still watched football, and I would make chicken wings. I'd make a dozen or 2 dozen chicken wings. And I had a specific recipe. I would coat them in, I think, baking powder to get them nice and dry. You pop them in the oven, toss them in hot sauce, buffalo sauce, and it would take me like 2 hours to make those chicken wings. Spicy, oh my God. I should do that again. Oh yeah, I'm gonna stay in the Philippines. I'm going back March 17th. I'm going back to Florida for a month. do my taxes, take care of some business, paperwork, and then I'm going to come back. I think April 21st is my flight back, so I'll be in America a month. I would actually make a sauce. I would start with, what the hell would I use? I would use a buffalo sauce, and I would mix in hot butter and garlic. So I kind of made it. I would take a off-the-shelf barbecue sauce. I think it was Frank's. Was it Frank's? Frank's buffalo sauce, I think I used. And then I put in butter, heat it up, butter, garlic, and I'd toss them. But the wings themselves, I had a certain procedure to make the wing. You buy the wing, and then you dry the wing, and then you toss them in a mixture of baking soda and flour, I think. And then you pop them in the oven, high temperature, and then you lowered the temperature. You left them in the oven for like an hour, and they would fall off the bone. Then you take them out of the oven, you let them cool down a little bit. That's when you make your sauce on the stove. Put in Frank's buffalo sauce, I think it was Frank's, and then butter and garlic, and then you toss them in that. My God, I like my wings falling off the bone. That was the deal for me. I don't like tough chicken wings where you have to use some energy to get the meat off the bone. I love my wings where the meat just falls off the bone. And then that buttery buffalo sauce that I would make, my God, that was Super Bowl Sunday for me. Louisiana hot sauce, maybe that's what I was using. I can't remember. I think I was using Frank's, but it was one of the two, Louisiana or Frank's. Wait for her. Yummy wings. So wings for me is Super Bowl Sunday. It was always wings. So what team are you rooting for? I don't deep fry mine. I would bake mine in the oven. But they would taste like they're deep fried. I would bake them in the oven. But I would dry them. I would let them rest. I would put a mixture of, I think, flour and baking soda on them. And that would dry them out. It would give them a really crispy crust. The key to a good chicken wing is a crispy crust. You don't want them to be too moist. You want that crust to be crunchy, and mixture of baking soda and flour dries them out and gets them crispy in the baking process. You can bake them and they taste like they're deep fried.
Yeah.
Yeah, phyllo style is vinegar and chili. I've never had them that way. I miss an oven. I don't have an oven here in the Phils. The condos here don't have an oven. I'd have to buy like a small toaster oven. And rice. Yeah, Charlie Whiskey, absolutely. Maybe I'll buy a toaster oven and make some wings. I think I have the recipe on my phone. But the idea is you bake them initially really hot, like 500 degrees for like 10 minutes, and then you turn the oven temperature down. You just let them in the oven for like another hour or something. And that's how you get the meat to fall off the bone. And you also get the crispy crust. It's a delicate process, but you can do it. You can actually get a really crispy chicken wing by baking it. Yeah. Anyway, so I gave the beer review 10 out of 10. San Miguel, I'm kind of surprised. I like the beer here. It's really good. The Florida Interstate and Buffalo Wings. Oh my God, I don't miss I-75. I just saw something on YouTube that there was some kind of a, I don't know, some kind of event on I-75. I think it's in Florida. Something happened on I-75, some kind of a weird accident or weird event happened. In Florida, I lived about, I don't know, maybe 10 miles from I-75. I live near Ocala, Florida, and I-75 is just to the west of me, about 10 miles. But I-75 goes a long way. It goes way up north through Atlanta all the way up to, I think, New York, I think. Niagara Falls or something. Anyway. Oh, sorry. I'm going to end the live stream, guys. What time is it? 1:44. I'm way too long. And I'm going to eat lunch. I'm going to have my steak for lunch. Tenderloin. I've been on a tenderloin steak kick. So I'm going to have that and my fried vegetables. Peace out. Thanks for joining the live. Stay safe. Tropical storm. Basang in the area. Thoughts and prayers out. I miss Newport Richey. I know where that is. I live about an hour and a half from Newport Richey. I live north and east of Newport Richey. I live near Ocala. So I know where you are. Peace out, everyone. Take care. Thanks for joining the live.